Hello, and welcome to the Christian Life Coach Podcast. I am Shanna, your Christian life coach. Welcome to the show. I am going to be honest with you. I did not record or post an episode last week, and I am late recording this week's episode, and I'm doing it anyway, and I'm doing it on the fly. So there's that. Welcome to my new setup in my closet. I have a blanket hanging behind me. If you are watching the video, if you're not, you can head on over to YouTube and you can see it on YouTube. I have a blanket from Bahrain from my son's Navy service hanging up behind me, and it is blocking my husband's side of the closet from your view. Oh man. So I just wanted to bring you this super quick episode. Like I said, I'm working on the fly today. And I just want to encourage you because next week is Thanksgiving week. And with that comes family get-togethers, friend get-togethers, combinations, um, changes in family dynamics. Maybe you have older kids and they got married this year. And maybe this is your first year not spending it with your immediate family. And maybe your son or daughter is off with their spouse's family for the Thanksgiving holiday. And this is kind of a transition year for you. And I just want to encourage you. I have a video that I posted last year about expectations, especially going into the holiday season. And there's a video on YouTube. These are all on YouTube. There is a video also about your holiday, like creating your holiday protocol. And for those of you on YouTube again, I am going to link those videos at the end of this video for you to go. If you're like, oh my word, Coach Shanna P, I need all the help this holiday season, I am going to link those videos. So if you are listening anywhere besides YouTube right now, you're going to want to head on over to YouTube. And I will put the links for those in the show notes wherever you're listening, so you can get over to YouTube and see those videos if you want the help with that. So I just want to encourage you. I think the biggest thing going into the holiday season, and really anytime coming towards the end of the year, going into the new year, really, who do you want to be? What do you want your experience to be? Do you want to have a wonderful Thanksgiving day with all of your family, even Uncle Leroy, who is sometimes crude or rude? Like, do you want to just enjoy the holiday regardless of what anybody else is doing? Who do you want to show up no matter what? What are the emotions that you want to experience no matter what? And that is all only dependent on you. Uncle Leroy is going to say what Uncle Leroy is going to say. The kids are going to get in arguments because that's what they do. And you can't control any of that. So what can you control? You. That's all. You can control the way that you're thinking, which in turn controls the way that you're feeling, in turn drives how you act, the words that you say, the attitude that you say it with. I know that is something that I really, that is something that I have to work on. Like, what is my, what is my facial expression? What is my tone? And some people in my family are very sensitive to those things. So it is my work to work on how I come across. How do I want to come across? I want to come across as kind and loving and generous. And I can only do those things when I'm thinking thoughts that are kind, loving, and generous. no matter what anybody else is doing, because I can only control me. I love Byron Katie's teaching or quote or whatever in her book, Loving What Is. And it is there are three kinds of business. There is God's business, which only He can take care of. And sometimes I want to tell God how I think things should be going, but really that's just wasted energy. There is other people's business, which again, I can tell people what I think they should do, but I can't control what they do. I can't change anybody else. So that again is wasted energy. And then there's my business. And when I let go of other people's business and how they're doing things or not doing things, and I let go of what only God can do and allow Him to be the loving, generous creator that He is, then I have the energy and the resources to focus on my business. What is my business? Who do I want to be? What is within my control? And that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on loving Uncle Leroy no matter what he says. I want to be generous and kind to Uncle Leroy no matter what he says. Okay. And so, really thinking about how you want to show up next week or whenever you have your holiday celebration. I have a friend that had Thanksgiving with her kids last Sunday, because that's how the schedule works when your kids are getting older and they end up getting married into other families, things change. How do you want to show up? How do you want to respond? Who do you want to be? Again, I want to be loving, kind, and generous, no matter what. Oh, you're not coming to Thanksgiving again for the third year in a row because you're spending it with their family? Okay. How can I be kind, loving, and generous even then? And so thinking ahead, okay, these are all the people that are going to be at Thanksgiving. This is the common situation when all of these people are together. And usually I get irritated or my feelings get hurt, I get offended, and I end up feeling unappreciated and resentful at the end of the day. I don't want that this year. And this is just an example. So thinking ahead, okay, these are the people, this is a situation. How do I want to think and feel throughout the day that is creating the way that I show up? Who do I want to be, no matter what? And if you take the time to do that work, it's not going to be perfect because there's people involved and you're a person too. And people are not perfect. Things happen, but it's going to go better for you. It's going to be better if you think it through and decide when Uncle Leroy says such and such, I want to remind myself, Uncle Leroy's just being Uncle Leroy. I don't have to take it personally. He gets to do and say whatever he wants to do. And then I get to choose how I think and how I feel about it. Because Uncle Leroy can't hurt my feelings. I hurt my feelings when I agree with Uncle Leroy and what he's saying about me. And I don't want to hurt my feelings. Uncle Leroy gets to be wrong. That can be a really freeing thought. Other people get to be wrong about you. So good. So I encourage you, take the time before whenever your family get together is and think ahead. This is what usually happens. This is how it usually goes. How do I want to go? How do I want it to go this year? How do I want to show up for it? How do I want to feel when I'm back at home with my core family, my husband, myself, whatever? How do I want to feel about the day, how I showed up after it's all over? Thinking through that ahead of time can be so powerful and so helpful to make it so much better than it's been in the past. And again, I'm going to link a couple videos that will also be super helpful that kind of go through a couple different processes to help you do this work if you want to dive into it. And again, those will be linked. Happy Thanksgiving. I will have another episode next week. It will be on time. So I just appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Remember, I wrote a book, a devotional book called Self-Care is Stewardship, a 31-day devotional. And it is all about how to get back to the basics of being a good steward of the body, the time, the energy that God has given you. And it's a great gift and a really good thing to have on your nightstand or your side table, wherever you do your devotions. And that will also be linked in the show notes. I am so happy to have you here. Thank you for being here. And remember that life coaching is life changing, one renewed thought at a time.